What's up? Replay viewers, let's see who tunes on in. Natasha, first one in the room, and Lisa UK girl, welcome. Good to see you, Dana Lee and Robertson Lopes, welcome. Good to see you, Travis Weeks and Dream Villain, good to see y'all, and Cake 813, welcome. Good to see you, Robinson Lopes and Alan Keenan, welcome. Good to see you, RJ out there in Colorado, and JC Droid, welcome. Good to see you, Colleen out there in Cyprus, and Memzatobe, welcome. Good to see you, Lee and Diana Lee, welcome. And Robert T, welcome. Good to see you, Carlos and Brianna, welcome on into the show. Good to see you there, Cat Lady 67. Yes, indeed, turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelts. Friday night, New York, Deep Brooklyn Adventure, Cat Lady, Deep Brooklyn Adventure. Good to see you, Fawn Marie and Hank P. Welcome. Good to see you, Shamar Wells and DeBailey staying up late with us out there in London, and Diana Lee staying up late with us out there in London. Good to see everybody. An afterglow. Let's show you guys the afterglow special. Good to see everybody. Welcome. Good to see you, Cynthia Ava. Welcome. How is everybody doing on this? It's really nice out. Really warm out. Michelle King. Good to see you. Welcome. It's a gorgeous night. Can I share it with y'all? I want to share this gorgeous night with you. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. I'm having a great Friday. Look at this. Look at the sun right here right now. Unbelievable. Light of Wisdom. Good to see you. Hank P. Welcome. I wonder if we could see that comet. I have no idea. Gray and gloomy in South Florida. Everything is fantastic. Light of Wisdom. Kirk, good to see you. Welcome. Have some beers. Drink them if you got them. Jose Torres. Wepa, Puerto Rico. Buenvenidos, Jose Torres. Good to see you, Lee. Welcome. Good. Gorgeous sky. Yes, indeed. Gorgeous sky. And Viking, good to see you. Been celebrating the Mrs. Viking's weekend. Really? The Duchess, it's her birthday. The Duchess is it's her birthday too. But happy birthday to Mrs. Viking out there in Liverpool. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, y'all. Oh my goodness. Everybody's birthday is like this week. Coney Island Jim's birthday was this week. And everybody's birthday is this week. It's wild. Good to see you there, John Lord. Welcome. Phyllis 2284, welcome. Can I entertain y'all? Can I entertain y'all? 27 likes in the box. 65 people watching. Come on, we could do better than that. Activate my legs. I'm gonna do like 13,000 steps for y'all tonight. Good to see you, Ollie. Welcome. Look at that sky. Yeah. Yeah, let's get to 50 likes. Activate my legs. We got a lot to see tonight, even though we're in southern Brooklyn. Good to see you there, Mrs. Celie Thomas. Welcome. But a shout out to Mrs. Viking out there in Liverpool, the Duchess right here in southern Brooklyn, and Coney Island Jim. I saw that you stayed downtown after you left me. You had all that energy. Yes, the Toronto, the Brooklyn Nets are playing tonight. Exciting. Good to see you, John Burke. Welcome. Isn't that amazing, cruising forward, bluesing? Beautiful sky. Beautiful afterglow as we wait to leave. I want to get going, though, because the light is really nice. You know what? To hell with it. I know you guys don't even want to engage in the broadcast. They're like, he should start walking now. So we'll start walking now. What a beautiful view. Oh, my God. Oh my God, people. Good to see you there. Jermaine James and Figments, welcome. All right, let's get down to the beach. Let's go down to the beach and see what's cooking down there. Afterglow special. Hey, become a member of the channel. Become a member of the channel and get me one step closer to living in this building right here. Good to see you there, Arjan. Welcome. Good to see you there. Mrs. Viking, happy 21st birthday. Happy 21st birthday indeed. Stunning colors. We should be seeing a lot of colors today. We should be seeing a lot of colors today. If I get 1,000 channel memberships, I could afford to live in that building right there. So become a member. Good to see there, Eric Floyd out there in Amsterdam. Staying up late with us. Yeah, staying up late. Shout out to everyone staying up late. The golden hour. Yeah. Everyone walking their dogs. I want to get right, you know, I told myself I'm going to be doing a lot of steps and I don't want to walk on the beach, but it's so nice out. I gotta walk along the beach. Good to see you, Ollie. Good to see you, everybody. Thank you so much there, Miss Viking. Let's get down to the water. Warm up for the weekend. Halloween stuff. That's what's cooking. A lot of Halloween stuff. And tonight, we're gonna have some Halloween stuff. We're walking clear across, we gotta walk clear across southern Brooklyn today. I know it's gonna be past your bedtime, and when we get to the main event, it's gonna be really late. This walk is gonna be like 2.5 hours before we get to our final destination. Neboul, bienvenue. Everybody follow Neboul. A great live streamer from the south of France. See what it's like on the biggest Saint-Tropez with Neboul. Ready for Christmas decor? Let's enjoy Halloween first. Let's enjoy Halloween first. Captain Neboul. That's right. Bonsoir, bienvenue. Let's enjoy the quiet. It might get a little loud along our route today. We'll see. We're all going to be walking a big swath of Kings Highway. Look at that. Now they say, what is it again? 30 to 40 minutes after sunset. We're in that window now. We're in that window now. I should be able to see the comet. This is when I wish I had that app, that augmented reality app. It takes up a ton of space in the phone. It's annoying, right? Get him, Cujo. Get him. All alone on the beach, you're with me, live. I'm walking through flatlands today, Neil. Good to see you out there in Flatbush. Red sky, a sailor's delight. Listen to those waves. It is really nice. Good to see you, Beverly. Afterglow special. Afterglow special right now. I think we're coming off of high tide, but the tide came up really high. Wow. The tide came up really high. So where would Venus be? Where would Venus be? So this is the thing. They say, yeah, look for Venus. I don't know exactly where Venus is. They say it's like sunset happened like right here today. So it's like in this general area. We do got pretty sunsets. Y'all with me right now. This is some nice ASMR. Let's take this in. Wow. We have a really high tide happening right now. I don't know how much of this you could see. We got some beach erosion. Look at that. The power of the ocean right there. One tide cycle. Look how big that is. That's like 3 feet. Wow. The tides in all their glory. Yeah, right, John? This is the time to be out. Right now. This is the time to be out. And it's warm. Yesterday was way colder. So Chris, I don't know exactly what temperature it is. I think we're in like the mid 60s right now. But there's no wind. There's no wind. And remember, the water is still warm. It's still like 60-something degrees of water. So yeah, we'll get the weather here in Brooklyn. And right here in Brooklyn, yeah, you go 64 degrees with the wind blowing out of the northeast at 6 miles an hour. And a relative humidity of 33%. This is what you need today, my Mia. There you go. Let's drink it in. Let's drink it in. Yeah, it's going to be really warm this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be nice and warm this weekend. Okay. You think you see Venus? Now, see, remember, we're in like the flight path for 3 different airports, so I'm pretty sure all 4 of these lights right here, or 5 of these lights here, no, 4 or 5, it's 4, are aircraft. Every time I thought I saw the comet, I was looking at an aircraft. I mean, we should be, everything I've read, I should be able to see it right now, but I'm looking all over for it. So we're looking here west. We're looking west. This is in the direction of where sunset was. And we're almost looking due west. And then here we're looking east. And once again, I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking for stuff and I can't find anything. Let's get to the amusement district first. All right. Southwest, about 38 degrees up. So that's like roughly in ballpark in this direction right here. See, this should be, in all intents and purposes, this should be a prime viewing location for this comet. So I'm determined to try to live stream this damn comet. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna keep walking in this direction and have the camera pointed in that direction. So you guys could at least enjoy the afterglow here. We're gonna see a lot of real Brooklyn today, real New York City. So deep in Brooklyn today. We're deep. We're gonna be deep in Brooklyn today. Yeah, does Venus move fast? And then look at it. Oh, this view here is so cool too. We have, the park is lit up. Everything seems to be open evidently. I thought everything was closed tonight, but everything is open. So, and from what I hear, tonight, the Wonder Wheel will be lit up all in red in honor of the release of the new Warriors musical coming out. And I'm pretty sure that the parachute jump right now is also lit up. That's pretty close to Warriors colors. Good to see you, Julie B. OG, welcome. You saw the comet? You saw that, it was cool. Left the house at 6 a.m. Oh, really, Miss Viking? I wish the skies were that clear. I mean, I know we could see some of that stuff, but yeah, that's planes. I keep turning around like a crazy person. Yeah, I got Warriors. Yeah, Warriors music. There's a new musical coming out, Neil, done by Lin-Manuel Miranda. So, yeah. So it was released today. Good to see Edwardson and Toledo. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Oh, it's so nice out here. All alone on a dark-ass beach. With that afterglow. It's nice. It's nice. When we get to Ocean Parkway, I'm gonna have to break out my second device and use it for the map, because then from there we gotta let Google Earth lead the way. So I miss Fireworks Friday too. All right, got the lights, got the ocean. It's breathtaking, that's right, Jack. Trying to order in. Yeah, get snacks, everyone. We're gonna be here for a while. Get snacks. We're just getting started here tonight. Wow, the beach erosion's crazy. I gotta watch out. There's like a little, that step is re-emerging. The water came all the way up here. Wow. Yeah, it's something like that, Neil. Good to see you there, Shay. Having a great and safe, joyous month of October. Hope you are as well. Yeah, John, I wanna. It's a long. It's a simple walk, but it's a long walk today. So I don't want to go too far out of my direction there. So I'm gonna let the Google map lead me. But let's know, Set Kia Aura, welcome. All I know for now, it's what it's we're gonna be on the boardwalk till Ocean Parkway to Kings Highway, and then I think it's like Avenue U or Avenue K or something like that. I'm just winging it. I want to see where the map leads me. But we begin all the way out on the west end of Coney Island. We're approaching the Amusement District, if you're just tuning in. When you think of Coney Island, you are thinking of that Amusement District. And of course, Coney Island, the neighborhood, which encompasses the amusement parks like Wonder Wheel Park, Dino's Wonder Wheel Park, and Luna Park. But yeah, exactly, Neil. It's gonna be a long one today. But I'm like, I don't want to take the bus halfway there and then just do an hour stream. I want to give you guys at least 2 hours today. So, and plus there's something to show down here too, with everything lit up in honor of the Warriors. Yeah, no wind. It's warm. It's warmer than I anticipated. I'm a little overdressed, but I know that later on in the stream it's going to be cold, so I'll enjoy it later. Sunshine after rain, good to see you. It's a nice idea walking on the beach. Look at that. Again, now we should really be able to see this goddamn, we should be able to see this goddamn comet. We should be able to see it from here, damn it. Absolutely, Viking. Absolutely. Have a great night. And happy birthday to the missus out there in Liverpool. You want me to go east, down J from Ocean Parkway? Yeah. That's a route. We'll see. Yeah, temperature always drops after sunset, yeah. Good to see you by the book, welcome. And viewfinder, welcome out there, Lindenhurst. Face west again? Okay. Okay. We're looking west. We're looking west. Let's see if we can see anything. Let's see if we can see anything. Good to see you, Jerry. Welcome. I'm gonna keep this camera. These are all planes, and they're moving too fast. They're moving too fast. These are all planes, I know it. Now, am I looking straight up? That's what I'm doing right now. We should be able to see this comet perfectly from here. You can see me out west in Sacramento. Swanky Dog, good to see you. Good to see you, Swanky Dog, welcome. Sunrise for Louise Poppy, yeah, indeed. Yes, indeed. I am determined to get a shot of this damn. You have no idea how crazy I look right now. I keep looking around. This is the window. I mean, this is the window right now to see it. Good to see you, Paul. Looks perfect. Yes, indeed. That pulsating light from the amphitheater. A little annoying. A little annoying. Good to see you there. I love the 80s. Welcome. Sarah Banis. Good to see you, Sarah. Welcome. It's a comet late. The comet is late. The comet is early. That pulsating light's annoying. I know, this should be a perfect vantage point. This is what I don't understand. And I keep looking for like Venus. And I think I'm like crazy. Like I think I see it, but then it moves too much. It's crazy light right now because the pulsating light from the amphitheater is lighting up the beach right here. That looks kind of weird. Let me get the. I mean, I should be able to see it. You know what's gonna happen, Cake813? You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna see it, and then I'm gonna like not unsee it. You know, that's how the Northern Lights were the other night. It was I didn't notice them at first, but then when I noticed them, it's like holy shit. And it's funny, like right here, this is probably one of the best spots to watch this stuff. Yeah, Jack, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Jack. They're getting dumb, you know? But it is what it is. Oh my God, that pulsating light, man. What's some kind of rave going on over there? They're playing Gabber. They're playing the best Gabber in house music right now. DJ Scratch and Sniff is really cranking it up on his iPod right now. Playing those rare wave format audio clips from the 90s, you know. Uncompressed wave, you know. I keep looking. I want to just stop and like look for it, but then like when I start looking for it, I see planes. I see nothing but planes. I know. Julie, you telling me? You telling me, Julie? Yeah. It's not good. Pulsating bright lights are not good for anyone, but especially people that are more sensitive to the environment. But DJ Scratch and Sniff is here. He has the light blinking tonight. The light is blinking in Coney Island. The light is blinking in Coney Island tonight. Got to play some fresh gabber from 1989. And the best house music from 1991. And then we have a new one from the Spice Girls. The light is blinking tonight. Good to see you, Derek. Welcome. All right. The Amusement District, everybody. Right there in front of us. If I had the money, you know, so far I feel like I manifested the giant pigeon on live stream on the High Line. Some of you may remember just what was it, about a year ago, maybe less than a year ago, I practically begged the folks who run the High Line to do the pigeon. I think my line was, I don't know what's the next piece of art they're going to place here, but I hope it's the pigeon. I hope it's the pigeon. And we got the pigeon. So now I want to manifest here in Coney Island. Coney Island should be the test bed for dark rides. Let's just build a simple envelope of a building where we could house dark rides, kind of like art exhibitions, and they rotate out every, 6 to 8 months, depending on their popularity. Run it year round, have a nice bar, maybe a bowling alley, little spot to watch the sunset. Yeah, let's manifest that. Anyway, going off on rants, people. Good to see you, Cliff, welcome. Yes, sunset's getting earlier and earlier. Yeah, it is. Good to see you, Brandon. Is that the Wonder Wheel? No, we're not looking at the Wonder Wheel right now. You're looking at the tallest object. The tallest object is the steeplechase parachute jump. But we're going to see the wheel in a little bit. Good to see a Flo. Welcome. It's about 3 a.m. Yeah. The light's about to shut down. A relic from the 1939-1940 World's Fair. Brooklyn's Eiffel Tower, standing at 285 feet tall. The steeplechase parachute jump, originally known as the Lifesavers parachute jump. It was a ride that operated at the 1939-1940 World's Fair out in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Queens. Brought over here in 1941 after the fair. Became a fixture of the steeplechase park until it closed in 1964. Currently adorned in over 8,000 LED lights. The bottom part of the lights are not working correctly, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I think it looks better that way. Looks like it's floating. I like it. They did, back in 2010, roller coaster manufacturer Intamin did a survey if they could turn this back into an operating ride, and unfortunately they determined that it was way too expensive considering how much it costs to bring a structure like this, keeping its landmark status and making it operate as a ride with the modern safety conveyances we have today. So it's just going to stand tall, hopefully forever and ever and ever. Good to see you there, Jay Chulo. Welcome. Good to see you, Jay Chulo. Whee. Nice and dark out here. Look at that. This should be the perfect spot to see this damn comet. God damn it. Anyway. We got a nice long walk ahead of us. Yeah, maybe. MC Dirty Jersey, maybe. Yeah, safety is overrated, it is. Good to see you, John the Beagle Dad. Welcome. Just walk right towards the parachute jump. Went outside to try to look, yeah. Oh, did you just go outside just now to try to look? I mean, supposedly it's like it's easy to find. Let's give it one more go. No, it's not too much light pollution. There's Halley's Comet, and damn it, Comet. That's right, Rob Paradise. That's right. Yeah. I don't know where to look. I thought I knew where to look, but the planes are distracting me. Oh, people. Let's do this. Let's get off the sand. I'm really giving myself a good workout tonight. Really giving myself a good workout. It's plain silly. It's going to get higher as it gets dimmer. Oh. Well, let me thank you. And Samuel Matos with a $10 super chat. Samuel, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream. And thank you so much, Samuel, for getting my Metro card back home. Much appreciated there, Samuel. Thank you so much for sponsoring the live stream. Hear the crowds? Hear the crowds? I did my best looking for this comet. Look, the penthouse of 1515 Surf Avenue, it's lit up. If anyone wants to super chat me this apartment, that'll be fantastic. Look at this thing, my dream apartment. Look at this thing. It's like 2 levels. Look at that. You got like 2 levels, like all glass enclosed on a corner. I mean, how cool is that? My dream apartment right there. Good to see Xavier, welcome. Look at that, oh. Please. Please, can I live in there? How was the show last night? It was fantastic. The show was fantastic last night. Okay. Woo. Yay. We've made it. We're on the boardwalk, everybody. Good to see you, Robin. Welcome. Just love Coney. Time you spent here. Awesome, Samuel. Hope I bring back a memory or two, or just transport you for a little bit. I did. We did, Robin. We did. Absolutely. But yesterday we saw the 16-foot pigeon at the High Line. There's some nice ASMR right now. I'm just going to be quiet. And I'm just going to let you... I think my lens got cloudy down on the beach, actually. So let me quickly wipe the lens here. And we'll continue on. It's too much glare for my liking. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. We definitely got, I think we got some spray from the, yeah, we did. We got spray from the ocean on the lens. So I gotta Gotta wipe it off. Almost. I think I'm just gonna give up, and that's as close as I'm gonna be able to get it to neutral. Oh, that's not good. That's close enough. Want to get it just neutral. That's close enough. That's close enough. Okay. Hopefully now it looks a little bit better. I don't like it cloudy like that. It drives me nuts. Yeah, you're more than welcome for the face wipe. Okay. Sam, you lived in Seagate back in the 70s. Fond memories. Nice. Lynn Evanson, good to see you, Lynn. Penthouse suite, no problem, exactly. The pigeon is finally getting some respect. Did you just see up my nose? Yeah, with a rubber hose probably, right? With a rubber hose. It's still not good. It's still not good. Are you getting flashbacks to your rave days? Nice. It's still too much oil in the lens for my liking. Did I see the name of the pigeon? Yes, the name of the pigeon is Dinosaur. Okay. That's right. That's right, Ollie. Okay. You like the look of it? Okay. Okay, now it's good. Now it's to my liking. Yeah, Dinosaur is the name of the pigeon. So where we get the copyright. I'm amazed how many times the music here gets me the copyright. It's just loud enough. That's pretty out. Let's see, is everything open? I can smell the beer from all the way over here. But it's like one of those nights where everything is open and nobody's out. I would love to do a dance for you guys, but I gotta do 12,000 steps, Beverly. Oh, is it going up? Is it going up? There goes the shopping cart. Shopping cart's going up. It's dispatched. Tonight will be a fun night to ride the shopping cart. Tonight will be such a fun night to ride the shopping cart. Cyclone's back. Is Cyclone back? Yeah, no, I rode it the day it reopened. That was a while back already. That was like over a month. It was only down for like a few weeks. Yeah, nice night on the boardwalk. Nice night on the boardwalk. Let's walk through the amusement district. Paul Grant asks, have you ever seen the movie Big? Yeah. A lot of people think, though, that Big was filmed here in Coney. It wasn't. That was filmed out in Rye Playland. Oh, they got expensive cameras. Look at that. Wow. Wonder what they're filming. Just creeped up on me. You know, the Warriors. The Warriors is, they're having a musical for the Warriors, and the soundtrack is releasing tonight. If you ever saw the movie poster and you saw that big building that had Warriors spray painted on it, well, that was right here where Salt and Sizzle stands today said Warriors right there, right in the building. And then right here, down this ramp where that camera crew's going, this is where they filmed the scene for Warriors Come Out to Play. That was filmed right here. That was filmed right here. So Stillwell Avenue. And then you have this ramp over here. And where you actually see the scene where the car kind of follows them down. It's like it was all filmed right here. So that was filmed all, and you can't recreate the scene because the beach was filled in, but the whole scene, the whole shot where the Warriors is looking back at the orphans or whatever the hell they were called. I forgot the name of them. Who was the name of that? What was the name of that gang? Let me know now. I know Shamar, if the Wonder Wheel was open right now, we would have totally rode it. And especially since it's lit up in red. Supposedly they have it lit up in red, so let's check it out. One of the most uncomfortable roller coasters I've ever ridden is right here. This is called the Soaring Eagle, but the product name is the Volare by Zamperla. This is the prototype Volare, and it has kind of modified ride cars, but the ride cars make you feel like you are the meat in a fiberglass taco. Not very comfortable. And there's an exact replica of this roller coaster in North Korea. Yeah. Good to see you, Sally. Welcome. The Rogues. Thank you so much, Cliff. The Rogues. I think the Phoenix, yes, the Phoenix, I could tell it right now, the Phoenix is lit up in red. We're going to see them in a moment. Let's just enjoy Danielle's mural. If you ever saw the Shoot the Freak, right now I would be the freak and shoot the freak. You would shoot from up there, down here, and right now where I'm walking, I would be the freak. Awesome mural by Danielle Mastrion right here. Look at this thing, so cool. I think they're getting ready to close. So the movie The Warriors in a drive-thru? Really? So that in a drive-thru? That's pretty cool. All right, heading out to West 12th. Really mysterious, that's awesome. What? All right. Oh, it's closed over here? All right. All right, they're closing the park. I just didn't want to go around those people. All right. This way. Yeah, I think they're definitely closing right now. They just tell me not to film. He's like, don't, doesn't he know who I am? At least you guys get to hear the song now. All right. Trying to do a better reveal, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, look at that. The Phoenix is all lit up in red. Ooh. I would totally ride the Wonder Wheel right now, but I would probably be the only one riding the Wonder Wheel right now. Good to see you, Claudio. Welcome. Yeah, I like the original better too, but you know how people are. Dino's Wonder Wheel Park. Aaron Masterson did a bunch of these gates right down here. And the last two are Danielle's. Ooh, it's all spooky out here. Ooh. There you go. In honor of the Warriors. The Warriors' new release. All done up in red. And let's see, on this side here, yeah, I guess they're counting the lights on the Phoenix to light the Wonder Wheel. All lit up in red. Crazy Coney Island Kid. This will be Crazy Coney Island Kid's last couple of weeks. And then after that, he is moving on to greener pastures. And we'll miss Crazy Coney Island Kid, but we'll see him. And you guys make sure you subscribe so you don't have to miss out. You still get your Crazy Coney Island Kid content regardless on Crazy Coney Island Kid's YouTube channel. I just got the weirdest email. Let's see what the hell this is before I move on. I see it's like a marine warning or something like that. I was like, why are they giving me a marine warning? Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, okay. You know when you forget you sign up for like an email service and these people fooled me thinking I had something relevant. All right. People out in the Bowery. People having drinks at Margarita Island. Getting all the music here, right? I hate that it gets dark so early. Only 7:20. So there you go. Wonder Wheel lit up in red, and the Phoenix lit up in red. In honor of the Warriors. But now let me start really now prepping myself. Because now the exercise begins. Now the marathon begins. We're on Jones Walk now, making our way to Surf Avenue. The spooky empty lot. Ooh, the Warriors sign is up. Look at that. I like the Warriors, guys. I can show you this while we're here. Yeah, I can show you this while we're here. Look at this. Oh, of course it changes. Well, we can get a better vantage point then. This is Surf Avenue. Yes, I am comfortable walking in the streets. All right, here we go. It's back up because they know. Oh. Hey, you're so close to this guy, but I'm closed right now, so come back tomorrow. At the New York Aquarium. Yay! There it is, guys. Warriors release of their soundtrack to the musical. There's a musical now, The Warriors. So now you can say you saw it with the subway train there. Look at it, see the subway trains going by here. Real Brooklyn, everyone, real Brooklyn. Empty, abandoned amusement park right here. It's like a video game over here. It's like a video game. Your father, born and raised in Brooklyn, in Rosedale, nice. There's a Rosedale neighborhood in Brooklyn? Where is Rosedale? That might be one of the Molden school names. I know technically where we're going to the Brooklyn's Home for the Holidays is in a neighborhood called Georgetown. And I only learned about that neighborhood name it wasn't until I started visiting the Brooklyn's Home for the Holidays. You're more than welcome, Phyllis. Oh, Luna Park's closing. Luna Park closing down. They're playing weird Halloween music in there. It's kind of spooky. Everything's all like closed now. Everything's closing. Good night there, mysterious magician. In a perfect world, I would walk right onto the cyclone, gimbal and all, and live stream a loop. Live stream it right around. But alas, my dream cannot come true. Yeah, there's a Rosedale out on Long Island. I never heard of a Rosedale in Brooklyn. They're filming something. What are they filming? I see filming permits. Ooh, they're filming Chelsea honeymoon on Monday. There you go. Good to see you, Joe Mooski. Good to see you, Joe. Welcome. Your dad talked about Rosedale, Brooklyn. Ah, I've never heard of that. Ooh, crazy shot here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is a cool shot. Sorry, headphone viewers. Look at that. The giver of life. The giver of death. The one, the only, the moon, people, the moon. It looks a lot better in real life. You can see a lot more detail on it. But there's the moonrise. So I guess we are walking in a direction of moonrise, which is pretty cool. Yeah, full hunter's moon. The moon people. Moon people. Moon. Good to see you, Dan. Welcome. Went on the Wonder Wheel and Spookorama last Saturday. Good times indeed. Yeah, Joe, me and the Duchess got to get a ride or two in before they close. So, Chelsea honeymoons, Hell's Kitchen divorce. Okay, are those the production titles? And that's right. And Jack Spencer with a $5 super chat. Jack Spencer. Thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $5 super chat. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. May the Mets bring it home. Bring it home, baby. Bring it home, bring it home, bring it home. But thank you so much, Jack Spencer, with the big $5 super chat. Much appreciated there, Jack. Let's go Mets. Good to see you, Neville. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, look at the moon, people. Whatever happened to the moon? Whatever happened to that fucking guy? Remember that guy? He ran the numbers for the neighborhood. When you hit, they used to say you're going to the moon. That's right, Brandon. That's right. But the Mets, hopefully the Mets win against the former Brooklyn Dodgers. I can't call them the LA Dodgers. I'm sorry. I know it's been 5.5 million years, but those will always be the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway, good to see you there, Bill Thomas. Welcome. And I hope the Yankees win too. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees. Hopefully both New York sports teams and the Liberty. Are the Liberty playing tonight too? Hopefully the Liberty bring it home too. We need ticker tape parades. We haven't had a ticker tape parade in a long time. One of these days, Alice, to the moon. That's right. That's right. Getting into the comfort of walking, because we got a doozy of a walk today. But I want to see what we see along the way. It's intriguing to me. The Liberty are playing in Minneapolis at 8 o'clock tonight. There we go. For little as 99 cents, I will cheer on your team very loudly on the streets of New York. What do they call the Oh my God, I forgot the name of those TikTokers who do the same thing over and over again. I'm like one of those guys, but better. You're more than welcome, investigator. You're more than welcome. Now we're settling in for the journey across Brooklyn at night. And when I look on the map, I'm basically doing one big loop around southern Brooklyn. I will be taking the B82 back towards Coney to go home. It's time to settle in for our walk. And we're getting a proper walk today. We're still on Surf Avenue. Surf Avenue's got a curve. And look at that, we've got the moonrise right there. We're got a curve now. The road's got a curve, and this curve dates back to like, I'm pretty positive the curve of this road dates back to like the maybe 1860s, 1840s, 1860s. And then across the street from us is Seabreeze Park. And this was the location of the Iron Tower, a 300-foot tall observation tower that was here for a while. And then when Dreamland burned down, and that's the area I'm walking in right now, Dreamland would be in this area roughly. When Dreamland burned down, it took down the Iron Tower. And that was back in 1908. La Bella Luna. Oh! A familiar curve in the road, yes indeed. It's a very familiar curve in the road. But this curve basically leads us into Ocean Parkway, and that's what we're going to be on for the next few blocks. And also, as the road curves and as we go onto Ocean Parkway, we're going to pass under a subway train. It's going to be the Q train. We're going to be passing underneath. $7:30. I expect to get there around 9 if current timing is correct. So get some snacks. Get some snacks. We're going to be here for a little bit. Let me entertain y'all on a beautiful Friday night. People playing I think they're playing soccer. Soccer or volleyball? Volleyball. They're playing volleyball over there. Really quiet out here at the moment. And I am on the 1X, right? Let's see. Yeah, I am. It's that dark over here. I'm like, is it really that dark? It is really that dark over here. So I can see what's happening. We have a little bit of, I guess it's humid, like kind of a dry humidity, if that makes any sense. It's a weird temperature, giving you that little kind of cloudy effect. Yeah, I was like, it's not my glasses. Ah, awesome, Cynthia. Hopefully I brighten up the night for you. Here's the big old octopus. Right over here is squid. That's squid, right? It's squid. Looks better in the daytime. They should light them up. I'm gonna be honest, they should light them up. Man, it's like a marine layer. That's what it is. Makes me think like I have to like wipe my glasses, but interesting little. Oh, do we got people doing TikTok? We got people doing TikToks. Influencers in the wild. They're doing the dance. I'm gonna point the camera, but turn away so they don't notice me. Oh, this song is the big song. They're doing the dance. That is one big calamar. That's right. It was one big calamar. All right, on to Ocean Parkway we go, people. Ocean Parkway, the oldest bicycle path in all of the United States. This road was established in the 1840s, 1860s. But 1896 or 92, 1896 or 92, this becomes what it is today. This amazing boulevard. And this will take you all the way up to Prospect Park. And one of these days, I gotta do that. I gotta do the walk all the way up Prospect, from here all the way up to Prospect Park. I think that would be a lot of fun. If you're just tuning in, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Today's one of those days where I feel like I'm training for the marathon. Because I know I have a goal in mind and I'm determined to do it. Here's the Q train. And what's the name of this street? Brighton Beach Avenue or something like that? I forget. This is the Ocean Parkway station for the Q. Yeah, Brighton Beach Avenue. There you go, Brighton Beach Avenue. Isn't that sad, Neil? I only know it by like sight. Good to see you, D. Welcome. As we cross Brighton Beach Avenue. This will take you into Brighton Beach going in this direction right here. John Law used to drive the B1 over here in the Isle back in the day. Yes, Brighton Beach, Little Odessa. Da. There's a building that has like an apartment that's like surrounded by solar panels in Brighton Beach. I would love to know what it's like to live there. That apartment intrigues me to no end. Every time I take the Q train, I look at that apartment and I'm like, what is up with that building? It's so interesting. All right. Putting in the coordinates right now. Okay. What is it telling me to do here? Yeah, we're gonna hang the right on Kings Highway coming up next. Are you enjoying this, Colleen? We're gonna see. I have no idea what we're gonna see along the way. This is like the real fun part about today's stream. Is I honestly have no idea what we're gonna see along the way. Now this area here
would have been the area back in the day where the horse tracks used to be. There used to be 3 massive horse tracks here. Later, 2 of those tracks will be converted into motorized racing, like motorcycles and cars. And there's a picture of a race, at a car race at one of these tracks. And in the background you see Dreamland Park, and there's a church in the foreground right in front of Dreamland Park, just in the background of this car. And this church that you see lit up right here is in that picture. It's insane, that picture. Good to see you, Kay. This is exactly where you grew up. Awesome. Grew up on Avenue P. Nice. But yeah, this church is in that picture. You could find it on, I'm going to give you the website where you could find it, but I don't know the name of the picture. But there's a website called Shorpy, S-H-O-R-P-Y, Shorpy. And Shorpy has these amazing, they digitized a bunch of glass negative photos, and a lot of them are of New York City and Coney Island and whatnot. And this picture has like the race car, and then in the background you see that church right there in the shot. And then behind it you see, behind the church kind of, you see Dreamland. Such a weird light over here. I don't trust it. Such a weird light. Yeah, these are the Trump Wabash buildings off to my off to my left-hand side. Yes, indeed. From what I hear, very nice apartments to live in, modern high-rise living. You got nice options for food in Brighton Beach. And then nice transit options too to get to Manhattan. As we make our way up the Ocean Parkway. So one side of this street is for pedestrians only, and then the other side of the street for pedestrians and cyclists. The bike path is on the left-hand side of the road, relative to how I'm walking right now, or the southbound side of Ocean Parkway. We're walking north, of course. And let's see here. The street where I began, I'm crossing over. All right, am I crossing over Neptune? Yep, crossing over Neptune Avenue. This is where my walk began, at the beginning of Neptune Avenue, way down over there in Seagate. Good to see you, Rob Paradise. Welcome. You know what, Rob? The leaves are already changing color. The leaves are already changing color. They are already changing color already, and yeah. We gotta start doing that. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, like, it's starting up. A lot to see, and the next thing you know, it's gonna be Christmas. So how fun is that? There it is. There it is. I mean, no, his father, Lisa. Guy's not supposed to be here, but anyway. His father was the person who got these buildings built. And that was like probably one of his first big jobs. But this is where him and his father, Donald and his father, Fred Trump, were found guilty of civil rights violations. When this neighborhood historically, and we're gonna get into the very interesting history of this neighborhood right here. Good to see you, James. Welcome out there in Jersey Shore. Good to see you. So where the Trump Wabash houses stand today was a neighborhood called the Guts. And the Gut was basically the area where all the horse stables used to be, and later on where all like the garages were, and kind of all the utility stuff for Coney Island ended up here. You also had a rather large African-American community that lived here. Basically the people who maintained all the horses and all that other stuff, they basically lived right here. But then urban renewal comes in, Title VIII, after World War II, to create housing. They decide to pretty much erase the Gut and turn it into what it is today, the Trump Wabash houses. Lincoln High School, yes indeed, Lincoln High School on our left, where Neil Diamond graduated from. That's right over here. Yeah, Cliff, the idea was that they were going to give the properties, well, they were going to rent out the properties to the families that were displaced. So the idea was whoever got displaced from this area would have first dibs on the apartments, but that did not happen. They ended up giving it to a lot of kind of Scandinavian families from Western Europe, or Eastern Europe, Eastern Europe. Kind of countries like that, where ended up being the people to populate these buildings. And people who were of African American or like Hispanic descent, newly arrived Puerto Ricans, they will kind of be put at the bottom of the list. The federal government did an investigation, and then they found that the Trump organization, including Fred and Donald Trump, were responsible for those violations. We could cross. This is very dangerous to cross, but I'm going to cross it. I'm going to cross it. Nice and empty. Yeah, nice and empty. Oh, this area here, I have to walk on this. Interesting, the sidewalk ends. I could take the bike lane right through. I'm not going to walk down the bike lane. Oh, that's interesting. I got to walk on the sidewalk over here. This is when I wish I could be on a bike. Sounds like he cleaned it up a bit. In what terms? I don't understand. Should have stayed where I was. The sidewalk ended where I was. On both sides, the sidewalk ended. Good to see you, Ron. Welcome. Thank you so much, Miss Cecilia. That scared you? It's fine. Yeah, I know. It's because of the belt. Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. You gotta cross in a very specific area. Coming up to, thank you so much there, Colleen. And we are coming up to the Belt Parkway. That's a Preferential Parkway, as it was originally called. That's a Preferential Parkway. If it was still the gut, would I walk so freely through it? I mean, it was where the horse stables were, so probably, yeah. I mean, it wasn't the gut wasn't necessarily associated with being like a dangerous neighborhood. It was just where all the kind of utilities of Coney lived. I mean, I got to walk across the Verizon. The Verizon Bridge doesn't have a footpath, so unfortunately, no. Look at the moon. The moon's big. Coming up to Coney Island Hospital. As we walk underneath the Belt Parkway, and technically we crossed over Shore Road. The alignment for the Belt Parkway is roughly Shore Road for quite a bit of miles in this section here. There's Coney Island Hospital. So now here you got to really keep your head on a swivel. This is a little interesting little entrance exit area here. Oh, we got the sidewalk back over here. I want to walk right in the middle of Ocean Parkway. They did rename the hospital. Yeah, it's now what, the Ruth Bader Ginsburg Hospital. And remember that statue of Ruth Bader Ginsburg we saw in downtown Brooklyn? Well, now that statue is here at the Coney Island Hospital. Yeah. Brooklyn South Health. I don't know anyone who calls it that. Everybody knows this as Coney Island Hospital. There's a new building now. They did do a bit of an expansion, a retooling, if you will. I see what's going on here. It's a little narrow. Why did it have to rename everything? Yeah, we still know it as Coney Island Hospital, and it will still be referred to most likely as Coney Island Hospital. It's like the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. It's like the Queens Midtown Tunnel. You know, we don't know the names of these, the new names of these places. Who calls it the Ed Koch Bridge? No, it's the Queensboro Bridge, or it's the 59th Street Bridge. It's the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge of 59th Street, you know? Oh, look at this guy. This guy almost ate it. Oh, wow. He's got to drop off somebody here? That's not shady at all. That's not shady at all. Yeah, New York never calls the stuff by its new name. No. That wasn't shady at all. Drop her the fuck off right there. Cue the Benny Hill music. Yeah, Siguiente Barrio Parkway, there you go. Yeah, quick drop off on the side. Very quick drop off on the side. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna take this to Kings Highway. Hanging the right on Kings Highway. And then we take that bad boy all the way up. Or over I like to call north, south, up and down, and east, west is over. Going over Crosstown. Avenue Z. Or Avenue Z. You missed it. The B4. Right over there, Avenue Z. Gotta wait for the light here because I don't trust this. I got the turning light here. This whole confluence of roads here that's very dangerous. Wow, oh my goodness, Jack, that's really sad, Jack. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. Is Rollin' Roaster still around? Yes, it is. Me and the Duchess went there a few months back, and we did a live stream there. We literally did a walk over to Rollin' Roaster, then back. But yeah, Rollin' Roaster is still around. Brennan and Carr is still around. All these places that we love are still around. Luckily. Yeah, it was pretty cool, Lisa. Yeah, it's a fun one. I think that one's titled Brighton Beach. Or not Brighton Beach, Sheepshead Bay. Because that's where we went. Good to see you, Mary Lily. Welcome. Gotta love Brooklyn. As we make our way up the Ocean Parkway at night. Can't say you didn't see a lot of Brooklyn tonight. That's for sure. I miss riding my bike up and down Ocean Parkway. I haven't rode a bike up and down Ocean Parkway in like forever. I'm gonna do that. Adam Wagner, good to see you. Everything's been great. Hope everything's great with you too. Gotta love how quiet these streets are over here. Got like these really small now homes lining this stretch here, and then like just down the block you'll have larger apartment buildings. And there you go. Thank you so much, Neil. Neil found it. You want to go to Rollin' Roaster, check out that live stream that Neil put in the chat right there. You know what's funny there, John? No, I haven't rode a bike just for pleasure. You know, I guess on the live stream when we did it a couple of months back. But yeah, I'm basically only on a bike when I'm working, which is funny. Good to see you, Ryan. Ryan asks about what are my thoughts about the proposed changes to Fifth Avenue. It's a step in the right direction, Ryan, but it's being implemented incorrectly. I think Fifth Avenue should have like kind of like a bus rapid transit kind of setup. Kind of what a fourth, like kind of the setup like on Fourth, like what 14th Street has currently. Oh bloody hell! Like 14th Street is an interesting like way where it's like it's basically, you know, they're making it really only for buses. I think that's what they should do with Fifth Avenue, like turn it into kind of a pedestrian, kind of bus only kind of deal. Fulton Mall, the way that's implemented, because clearly most people go there by either transit or, you know, and 70% of the people that utilize that street are walking, so it's a reallocation of space. Look at the moon right there, yay! What are we at here? Avenue T? Avenue T, everybody. We continue on. It's amazing how one backfiring car could be so goddamn loud. Just one backfiring car. Anyway. But yeah, make the sidewalks wider on Fifth Avenue. That's a good idea. I think what they have to, are we doing any Halloween stuff tonight? Yes, we are, Ron. Stay tuned and find out. Yes, we are. You know, there is a way to make Midtown a lot more palatable and you know, more enjoyable for more people, you know, and it takes a bunch of stuff to work in concert. So you need, you know, proper roadway structure, access. You know, I believe in congestion pricing, but not the way they're going to implement in congestion pricing. I think it's too expensive. I think it should just be like $6 once a time. Once you enter the CBD once, and you pay for the whole day, $6 access for the whole day, but only for people who live outside the 5 boroughs. I don't think people who live within the 5 boroughs who own a car should be subject to congestion pricing. It's really the people from the suburbs that are creating a lot of the unnecessary traffic, because a lot of them have options. They could take commuter trains in, and you know, the service is good, but it could be better. And if they could all make that work more efficiently, then yeah. You miss New York City evenings? Yeah, they're nice. It's chill. It's relaxed. It's relaxed out here, Deb. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on the dot, and we're about 3 blocks away from making a right-hand turn onto Kings Highway. Looks like we have some construction up ahead here. So we are gonna cross over. This is where it's a little tricky here, because they could turn off Avenue X. Had a friend who had an uncle who had a pool, and he lived on Avenue X, not that far from here. It's kind of crazy how back when I was a kid, the neighborhood right down this road felt like worlds away. It only worked for a bit. The traffic is still there. Yeah, because people are willing to pay the price, Deb. That's the thing. People are willing to pay the price. This is what people don't understand about congestion pricing, is that people are willing to pay the price. And if they're willing to bring their car into Manhattan, you know, deal with the parking, deal with all that other stuff, then might as well have them pay for the privilege of driving into, you know, one of the most congested places on the planet. You're more than welcome, Adam. Yeah, it's a tax. That's what it basically is. Exactly. There are areas of the 5 boroughs that don't have mass transit. That's why people who live within the 5 boroughs shouldn't have to pay the congestion charge. We already live in the city. We're already paying a premium to have a car within the 5 boroughs. So, yeah. So Kings Highway is after Avenue A. There you go. Thank you so much, Neil. It is a bit of a money grab. I mean, $15 is too much. I guess I know what they're trying to do. They want to make it so expensive that they're going to deter people from driving in. But we also have, like, see, I don't think trucks should have to pay. Certain types of delivery trucks, they shouldn't have to pay the congestion pricing either, because they're bringing in goods to make the city function. So what we should do is have businesses, especially in Manhattan below 60th Street, we should have businesses coordinate so that they have all their deliveries happen in the early morning, in the overnight. Have those guys drive into city, do what they got to do. Exactly, Adam, yeah. I'm near the headquarters. I don't know what his headquarters is. What's Majors Mini's headquarters? I still don't know what that is. Is that John's Deli? Because if it's John's Deli, we're nowhere near it. Now this is where Ocean Parkway takes a slight left-hand turn here, going in this direction. And this is where a car going like, I think it was like 100 miles an hour, crashed into the bollard that used to be here, sent the car flying, and it flew like a couple of hundred feet down the street. And of course the driver was killed. But as you see, coming up here, you're going to see a barricade here. And they got a big old barricade here just in case that happens again. Avenue W. You're more than welcome there, Michelle. Yeah, you got to pay by the minute. Exactly. I mean, you know, the problem with London is that it's not like a grid, you know? You have very ancient streets that wind and curve, and it's a complicated, when you realize that, like, you know, London's quite complicated to navigate around. Yeah, organization is key, exactly. To have all the businesses organized and have certain deliveries, you know, if the delivery could happen overnight, it should happen overnight. Obviously, there's certain other items, like let's say fresh bread, that need to happen right at sunrise or maybe right in the morning. But get that traffic off the streets in time for the commute and people to get to work and people to go to school. And then you'll have the capacity in there to have visitors and everything else. But again, that takes a lot of coordination between people. Gravesend Neck Road is coming up next. Let's see here. Oh, did I miss the turn already? I was supposed to turn on W. Oh, how funny is that? All right, let's take Gravesend Neck Road then. I was supposed to take W for a little bit. But we could pick it up on Gravesend Neck Road, so let's do that. I'm supposed to make the turn on W. Reading the chat too much. Yeah, exactly, Deb. Yeah, whether to enlarge the area. Yeah, it's interesting how we could organize stuff. But there are ways for the city to work. And, you know, here we are in a very dense area right now. Relatively quiet. Yeah, a few more extra steps, not really. Because there is a slightly shorter route that we're not taking. Because it kind of puts us in the middle of stuff, and I want to see some stuff along the way. Yeah, it's true. That's true, John. Yeah, I thought it was Kings Highway. It was it's Avenue W, and then I'm gonna merge into Avenue W now. Yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll show you my route. And let me update this here. Let me update this really quick. There it is. Boom. Boom, yeah, we're on Gravesend Neck Road. And we take this to, oh, we're gonna do a little zigzag at East 12th. Yeah. Show you my route, people. Something like this. See, it's like something like that. We're using the grid to its fullest ambition here. More than welcome, guys. All right. Yeah, I gotta pay attention here. I gotta pay attention. But you guys get to see a real different area here today on our way to the holiday house. I think at this point now we have about an hour and a half on this course. I wonder if I could have the GPS say stuff out loud, right? Can I do that? There you go, alerts only. Yeah, alerts only. Good to see you, Picard, welcome. This is fun because I have no idea what kind of neighborhoods we're going to be going through. Yeah, we're going through flatlands. We're going to flatlands. There you go, 62 degrees. So we lost like 2 degrees so far in the stream. Yeah, the full moon's right ahead of us. How cool is that? How cool is that? Yeah, you thought we were gonna go Beverly Road. Yeah, it's like Avenue W to Graves Neck Road. What we got going on here? The street's closed. Coney Island Avenue, people. Coney Island Avenue. Yeah, this is mostly residential. This is Coney Island Avenue. This also takes you up to Prospect Park in this direction here. Is that the oh, this is the 61st precinct right here. Okay, with the big old pumpkins. Looks like I could walk through that street there. Why did it's kind of a, I didn't realize they will have the street all blocked off like that. But we could still walk through there. But we're on Graves Neck Road, walking towards the moon. And if you're just tuning in, we're making our way to the holiday house here in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's home for the holidays. So I figure I'll just do a massive Odyssey walk from Seagate. Did you have a chiropractor on this corner? Yes, my chiropractor used to be on this corner here. They got good chiropractors over here. They got nice chiropractors here. Yeah, look at the whole street's all closed off. Kind of an interesting block here that it's all closed off to traffic. I don't know if I should be wary of cars coming up from behind me or not. A little interesting. Think he retired? Did your chiropractor retire? All of a sudden we're on a very quiet block. Ah, it's like homes right next to the precinct here. That's interesting. And there's only cop parking here and some private parking intermingled with all this. And we got a little gymnasium over here. I think this is where we got the zigzag coming up now. Going on to East 12th. East 12th, and then there's a street just beyond that. That's what we're taking. Taking full advantage of the street grid today. Sheepshead Bay. Okay, we're still on Sheepshead Bay Road. This is interesting. There's like a little jog here to the right. These are some nice little tight little streets here. Yeah, Gravesend Neck Road has some stores on it, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hang the left. So might as well cut the corner here. Gotta be honest, people, these are streets I'd never walked down before ever in my life, so this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. I have no idea what I'm gonna see along the way here. Oh, Sheepshead Bay Road and Gravesend Neck Road. So these are two crazy old streets right here. And then boom, we're back on Graves Neck Road. We're back on this one now. I mean, I hear the stores up ahead. Yeah, the streets get a little confusing around here because you have streets that predate everything. You know, some of these rights of way go all the way back to the Dutch era and to the English era. And especially around here, Gravesend, this is the English area of Brooklyn, so. Okay, now we're on this until East 22nd. East 22nd. That moon right there in front. How cool is that? You know, this is the thing I love about walking through neighborhoods. You get to see some of these businesses here. And this business has a real fun name. Deja Vu Flowers. Yeah. Hey, deja vu. I'm buying flowers again. It's like deja vu. What, the flower died? Didn't I just buy the flower? I get deja vu. Yeah, there used to be a trolley around here back in the day. Yeah, there's a street. There are a couple of like weird side streets that are crazy wide compared to streets paralleling it. And that's because trolleys used to go up and down those streets. What is it, like East 23? East 24? Like a random side street. It's like stupid wide because there used to be a trolley right of way through there. East 14. Now we take East 14th all the way up in that direction towards Avenue M. Avenue M, East 14th Street. That is the old NBC Color Studio number 2, where they filmed a bunch of stuff back in the day. Before that, it was a Warner Brothers studio here in New York, and then before that, the Vitagraph Studios. But how many famous people performed in the NBC Color Studio number 2? It always amazes me that that building is still there, but all but forgotten. Everybody's walking their dog at this hour. I think we're going to pass under the queue again. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're passing underneath the queue again. If anything, the most dangerous thing on this walk so far is all the delivery cyclists. They're all zooming around really fast. Yeah, Vitagraph, yeah. So Vitagraph established itself as a silent picture studio in the 19-teens. Basically Hollywood before it was Hollywood. And then later on, the Vitagraph Studios gets bought up by Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers turns that into a soundstage. Just one problem, had the subway train bordering the property. Here's the queue. So eventually Warner Brothers sells to NBC, and NBC then makes their original Studio One. And Nat King Cole's show was broadcast out of there. The Ethel Merman Aqua Spectaculars were produced from there. Featured this massive pool. There was a big pool in that soundstage. And then eventually, And then eventually they will build the studio number 2, the color studio number 2, which for about 18 months was the world's largest color television studio. Some of the episodes of the Color Hullabaloo episodes were filmed there. Kraft Music Hall, amongst many, many other shows. Later on, the first season of The Cosby Show would be filmed there. And the entire run of As the World Turns would be from there also. There you go, that's right, yeah, Bronx Tale was filmed on Graves Neck Road. Don Rickles, yeah, yes indeed. Lizzie K, good to see you, Lizzie. So I'm just gonna follow along on the map, Neil. I'm just following along on the map. Passing East 17th. Still waiting for East 22nd. And then we do a quick jog left and a jog right. Used to love The Cosby Show, me too. Remember those Color Hullabaloo episodes? Yeah, this is a long schlep. You're more than welcome. This is a long schlep for me. But it's like, it's kind of something I could say now that I pretty much walked the entire, almost the entire length of southern Brooklyn. It's an interesting little route. I was looking at it on the map and I was like, that's interesting. That's like an interesting little walk. I wonder what we'll see. A quiet stretch all of a sudden right here. Yeah, super quiet here, Steve. Super quiet here. Good to see you. Yeah, I know. I think we're going to see Brennan and Carr along the way as we pass under, as we pass by East 19th Street. See, you see how wide East 19th Street is right here? I'm pretty sure this was a trolley right-of-way. Look at how wide that is. And it still is fairly wide on this side too. I could almost be positive that was a trolley right-of-way. We're still in the Graves Neck Road. Yeah, somebody left a stool. Look at that. Hey. Hey, found a stool for you, honey. Got a stool here. It's free. All right, this Ocean Parkway. Oh, I mean, sorry, not Ocean Parkway, Ocean Avenue. Is this the infamous Ocean Avenue? Ocean Avenue is like literally one of the most dangerous streets in all of New York City because the cars like to go really fast here. I got 8 seconds on the clock. Let me see if I can quickly make it across here. 2, 1, yellow light. There we go. We got it. We're into the walk where I'm like conserving energy. And the Mets win, the Mets win, the Mets win. They're still in it. Well, the Mets got to bring it home now. That's all they got to do, baby. They got to bring it home. That's all we need. Hells yeah. Thank you so much, Jack, for giving us the update. The amazing Mets. That's right, Northwest. We do need another Subway World Series. Imagine how the city would be if it's a Subway World Series. Let's go Mets. Imagine how crazy that's going to be. These are some quiet blocks. I'll tell you what. Now let's go Mets, Fawn Marie. Let's fucking go. Okay, so this is 22nd. This is where we cross over to Avenue. We're going to be briefly on Avenue V here. Amityville Horror was filmed on Ocean Avenue. Really? Amityville Horror was filmed on Ocean Avenue here in Brooklyn? I did not know that. Yeah, not Ocean Avenue in Brooklyn, though, exactly. That was filmed out in Long Island, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it was filmed in Amityville, right? Right, it was filmed in Amityville. You like the Ocean Avenue? Take the B9 to get here, yeah. After the live stream, I'm hopping on an 82. Back to Coney. Yes, Long Island, New York. There you go. Okay, still on Gravesend Road. Passing East 23. Now we're heading towards Avenue U. I think that's our next big little zigzag is Avenue U. Got a little playground here, the Galapo playground. Glad you're enjoying. I love the 80s. Yeah, you need that bus to go to Deb's Cove. That's right. Now take that bus to Deb's Cove. You know, the other day when I started the live stream for those fireworks, you know, I wanted to name it Deb's Cove, but I didn't get around to doing it. I'm so annoyed by that. Yeah, coming up on Bedford Avenue here. This takes you all the way up to like Crown Heights and stuff. All off in that direction there. And then you go in this direction here and this takes you down to Sheepshead Bay. Oh, yes, Bedford Avenue. Yeah, Bedford Avenue is a long ass street. Yeah, if we keep on going in this direction, down Bedford Avenue, go through the neighborhoods of like Flatbush and Crown Heights, Williamsburg. It takes you all the way up to Williamsburg and even Greenpoint. Bedford Avenue is a long ass road. Yes, indeed, and we continue on. I feel like I'm on the mission now. Like I want to get to this house. This tree reminds you of the one-year-old Periscope live streams. Okay. Remember those old school Periscope live streams that only last 2 days? You could only watch the replay for 2 days. You could only film in portrait mode. Yankees 2-1 against the Guardians. There we go. Yeah, very nice quiet evening. Yeah, I know some people think New York City is always busy and noisy, but look how quiet it is out here in these neighborhoods. Very quiet. I mean, we're in some serious residential area right now. Not much going on out here. Blessings upon you too there, Prophet Joshua. Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. East 27. I'll look out for some goblins there, Beverly. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, look at that. We're going to be passing Brennan and Carr, everybody. One of the great roast beef sandwich places in all of New York City. Brennan and Carr. Yeah, Nostrand Avenue. About to pass East 28 first. I can't tell if this is like a stop sign. Okay, there we go. There's a stop sign. All right. I see a nice quiet alleyway here. I gotta take a quick piss. So please forgive me, and I'll be right back. Please. Okay. Pretty display indeed. When you gotta go, you gotta go. All right, kids. I saw a nice dark alleyway. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, we continue on. We continue on. Woo. Oh my God, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Good to see you, JJ, welcome. All right, we're back. Oh, I feel like a new man now. Oh, they're jumping on a trampoline back over there. The kids are jumping on the trampoline. Bada bing, bada boom. And the pee is done. Okay. Brennan and Carr is coming up. Oh, I feel like I lost like 3 pounds. This is the hardest part about doing these damn live streams sometimes. It's where the hell am I gonna go pee when you gotta go? Thank God for dark alleys. All right, Brennan and Carr, people. Yeah, urine is in good shape now. Look, all the buses are here. It's such a nice little weird, quiet street. Thank God. I'm gonna go pee. And no, I did not pee on a house before anyone accuses me of that. All right. Where are we? We're right here. Brennan and Carr. Yay. Let's get a roast. We got to do a live stream here where we get a roast beef sandwich. We got to come here and get a roast beef sandwich. And they got hot beef. Yeah, many drivers took little, as they say in the Tour de France, natural breaks. All right, this is Nostrand Avenue. Double dip, that's right. That's right, JJ. Yeah, you missed Brennan and Carr. Well, it's still here. It's still here. Looks like I could get a sandwich from that window right there. How awesome would that be? It's so tempting, but we gotta keep it moving. I gotta keep it moving. As we cross over Nostrand Avenue now. I'm gonna do a little zigzag here. I think we're on Avenue U now, yeah. We're on the Avenue U. Oh, have you ate at Perry's many times? Nice. Look at that. The classic, everyone. Brennan and Carr. Yeah, 1930s, Ollie. Yeah, I'm going to stay on you now. Yeah, so ultimate question. That's a good question. Roland Roaster or Brennan and Carr. You know, to me, they each have their own like thing. So I don't think you could like compare the two, because they're both their own kind of animals. So, but yeah, I would say probably Brennan and Carr. Yeah, Brennan and Carr. You what? Dutchie was watching a live stream and he didn't cut off the stream. You unsubscribe. What happened, Colleen? Oh my God, what happened, Colleen? Yes, indeed, Ollie. Yeah, they're both kind of different types of sandwiches. Okay, we're gonna stay on Avenue U now for a hot minute. You know, when I planned this out, I was like, what kind of crazy stuff am I gonna see? I know, accidentally unsubbed, I don't understand. That was just a quick, yeah, Joseph Avenue U. I gotta go there with the Duchess one of these days. I've been meaning to take her there. I wouldn't call this a new Chinatown area, no. It's a very Jewish, kind of Italian neighborhood. Wouldn't call this a new Chinatown. Oh, he went into a business and he did his he went into a men's room and did his business and he didn't shut off the stream? What? Ew. Oh my God. He kept the stream going? Yeah, he probably forgot to turn off the stream. Yeah, Brennan Car has fantastic prices. Yeah. Avenue has a big Chinese section near the Q train. Okay. There you go. That's one of my nightmares. That's one of my nightmares, is to do something like that with you guys on the live stream watching. That's one of my nightmares. Yeah, now we gotta know who was it. Who was it? Oh, he knew it was on? That's crazy. That's crazy. Ah, okay, Neil. There you go. Yeah, a stream no one wants to see. There is usually, I mean, there could be a line for Brennan and Carr. I mean, there could be. Hey, was it a popular streamer? Look how wide the sidewalks are here. Wow. This is a neighborhood designed for walking. Was it Jeffrey Tobin from CNN? That was funny. Yeah, he was streaming the stream. That's like a nightmare to me. Streaming the stream. Hey, you literally call it a live stream. Oh, look at this, we're passing Captain Video. Now this is a place that has a story for a lot of old school Brooklynites. Personally, I never shopped or used Captain Video, but I've heard so many people have stories about Captain Video. Fully computerized. Captain Video. At least the signage is still up. That's cool. I'm pretty sure I played a rented Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo game that was being rented from Captain Video back in the day. Going to friends' homes, playing Nintendo. Yeah, it's amazing nothing ever opened here. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, all these empty storefronts. Yeah, the whole block is vacant. And then we have the Walgreens right here. And then the Key Food is across the way. And we're gonna follow Avenue U as it jogs to the left here. That's a busy corner. I gotta keep my eyes open. Actually, we're gonna go like over here and then over there, because we gotta go this way. Actually, the last time I was on this part of Avenue U, I was on a bicycle. Yeah, I gotta stay to my right. Stay to my right, we're going left. Yeah, Captain Video was before Blockbuster. Exactly. I like these old school stores around here though. This neighborhood always has like an old school look to it. Yeah, it has that old school feeling to it. Not too much has changed around here in the many years. All right. You know what's funny is I know that the Key Food is here, but I don't remember which street this is. I don't remember which street this is. Okay, who could figure out this street before I could read it? Ah, that's where we're at. Okay, what street we're at, people? So we're just to the north of Sheepshead Bay. We're crossing over the street now. Yeah, I know what street we're crossing over. Yeah, this is really nice. That's right, Neil. Garrison Avenue. Man, that guy, I used Garrison Avenue in a sentence. That guy has such a big ego. His ego was big as Garrison Avenue. When I think of Garrison Avenue, I think of my friend's uncle, who used to say streets a certain way. And he used to say it like Garrison Avenue. He took his dog all the way down the block. He went all the way down to Garrison Avenue. I said, what the hell are you doing over there? Right, memories, right? Good to see you, Mark. Walking down Avenue U. We're about to go through Marine Park coming up. And actually, it is right here. It's right here. And of course, I am right in the great Danielle Mastrion's neighborhood. She lives right around here. This is why you, that's right. That's why you watch Adam. Such a character. Yeah, Garrison is more Irish and Italian, that's true. Audrey, good to see you. Glad you're enjoying our journey today. We're walking through Marine Park now, which is like what, like the 5th or 6th largest park in all of New York? His ego was so big, it was big as Marine Park. Such a huge head. His head was as huge as Marine Park. More than welcome there, Felix. We still got a long way to go. We got to take this now all the way down to Kings Plaza. And then what is it? Kings Plaza to Foster Avenue, something like that? Something like that. It's pretty out here, though. Appreciate that, Adam. Yeah, great bird watching spot over here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy with no lights over here. Guy's driving with no lights. His ego is as big as Marine Park. I used to smoke cigars and Tipperellos in Marine Park. Good to see you, Deborah. Welcome. Don't take no shortcuts. I'm not taking any shortcuts. I'm actually taking the longer way. I'm taking the longer way. There you go. Avenue U to Ralph Avenue. And then it's Ralph to Foster. Right? Or Avenue K. At one point, I'm going to be on Avenue K. Ooh, Marine Park is so nice over here. The air is really nice. Air is really nice over here. Oh, Marine Park. Whole lot of nothing going on over there. Whole lot of nothing. JRK by the IHOP, that's right. JK by the IHOP. I used to have my bookie over there by Avenue K. My bookie was over there. He used to do all the numbers.
Down there, Avenue K. He had that beautiful Zenith television. Let me tell you something. They don't make TVs like that anymore. Beautiful Zenith cabinet television. We used to watch the horse races on there, on the OTB channel. He had the illegal cable box hooked up. We used to watch all the horse races there. Yeah, he used to watch the OTB channel, have a couple of drinks, you know. Nice Saturday afternoon. We sit around the Zenith television, watching the OTB, smoking cigars. It's a wonderful time. Wonderful time. We still didn't find out why Richie did Bobby Lupo that day, but, you know, it was a different time back then.
It only took 2 hours and 19 minutes to completely lose my mind. It only took me 2 hours and 15 minutes. I could remember Zenith. It was always Zenith. Zenith was the best. That was the gold standard. It was Zenith. How many miles? Well, by the end of the stream, I think we're doing like almost 6 miles. So we're like halfway through, or a little bit past halfway through right now. But yeah, it's like 6 miles. That's why I'm acting crazy. See, I was planning to take a pee here somewhere along the way in Marine Park, but my bladder caught up to me faster. Yeah, Zenith color was copyrighted. Yeah. Yeah, the TVs came in wood.
You know a TV was good when it rolled on the wheels and it could kill you. You know, that was a good TV. Heavier TV, the better. If the TV don't weigh 200 pounds, it ain't good.
How am I getting back home? Taking the bus back home. Taking the B82 back home.
I told my nephew, I said, you know, the TV only weighed 58 pounds. I said, that ain't good TV. Now this TV here weighs almost 300 pounds. 19-inch screen. That's all the screen you need in the world right there. Had a wired clicker. You know that thing ain't gonna stop working. It was wired. You couldn't lose it. Had my 5 channels, that's all I needed.
Yeah, I had the big old Philco. Yeah. The TV that I obsessed over was my 13-inch, I had a 13-inch Hitachi television. I had the color just right on it. And I was barely 14 years old when I learned how to adjust a television to color bars. And another reason why my YouTube avatar is color bars, I've always been obsessed over them. And yeah, I was barely 14 years old, and I saw a show about how TVs work and how you set them up for color bars. What are the use of color bars? And I had that little Hitachi 13-inch. I'll never forget. It was the morning, watching Good Day New York with Jim Ryan. And the TV fizzled out on me one morning, right before school. My heart broke a little bit when that TV died. But I had many a good year watching TV on that little TV. Am I close to the barbershop that Ice Cube played in? I don't know where that is, Harry. I don't know where that is. Yeah, we had to track TVs back in the day. Yeah, black and white didn't have that problem. No. Black and white, you had to worry about the, what was it? The, well, I want to call it the shutter, but it's not the shutter. Like the horizontal lines. You don't want it to overscan too much. Then you had, I remember people who had TVs and like, you know, they were like cabinets, you know, so it was like a record player also and an 8-track. Of course I had rabbit ears, yeah. We did rabbit ears. Well, see, I was crazy, Audrey, you know, because my dad was a super of the building that I lived in, that I grew up in. I had pretty easy access to the roof. So I was the person who climbed up on the roof and I set up this ridiculous antenna. So it's for my TV and my parents' TV in the living room. And I would set it up just right. I knew how to point the antenna and everything. And on certain, if the wind and the weather was just right, I could get channels from as far away as Philadelphia. So, yeah. I went to the Antenna King. I saved up some of my birthday money one year. It's a true story. Saved up some money from my birthday, right? I think I saved up like $60 or something like that. All because I wanted to get a good antenna for the house. So I went to the Antenna King. I spent like $60. Went up to the roof. Installed the antenna, then ran the cable all the way down the wall, down to our apartment. Got the splitter and everything. Next thing you know, we had like really good reception after that. We had like the best reception. Didn't have color TV until 1984. Wow. Still use tin foil? Hells yeah. Hells yeah. A friend of yours dated the son of the Antenna King. Oh, man, guy. Oh, get good TV reception there probably for the rest of his life there. He knows the son of the Antenna King there. The signage for that store is still up, but the store is closed many years ago. It's so sad. There was a time of my life where the Antenna King store showed off the peak of technology. The peak of television technology. Right, she did, right? She had the best reception. She always got channel 25 crystal clear. She had the best, she had stereophonic reception there. Remember when the stereo came out? You could listen to the late night shows in stereo. Antenna King ruled. He did, yeah. The Antenna King did rule. All right. I think off in a distance, I think I see King's Plaza. Radio Shack used to blow your mind. Yeah, fucking Tandy computers were the best. My uncle always had a Tandy, you know. He always had a Tandy. He had that robot thing. Didn't do anything, but the fucking looked cool. I said, hey, Uncle Barry, where you getting the fucking robot? He told me, hey, I got a Tandy robot over there at the Radio Shack. Cost me $800. But it looks fucking beautiful. Remember Tandy computers? All right, you hear strangers' conversations. All right. I used to have one of those Tandys. With a staggering 1215K of memory. Yeah, 1215K memory. That's all the memory you need right there. Back in my day, a gig was a gig. And a megabyte was a megabyte. 3-way call and told that fucking guy *9 himself. I told him, hey, you go fucking *9 yourself. Get out,
drink my fucking drink.
Yes, indeed, Adam. Yes, indeed.
Right? The Wiz used to be up the block.
Actually, Mark got me now thinking of this guy. He used to work at the Wiz on 86th Street between 4th and 5th Avenue in Bay Ridge. And he worked at that fucking Wiz like his whole life. The Wiz shuts down. He ends up working at the PC Richards, which is still there. Yeah, I'm in your area now, Deb. Yeah, once I cross over Avenue U, we're getting closer to that Canarsie area. We're gonna be just short of Canarsie, so we're gonna be like, we're officially like, we're walking across flatlands. That's what we're really doing today. Hey, talk about my floppy disks. Yeah. Yeah, Crazy Eddie's. Oh, Crazy Eddie used to drink at his father's bar on Avenue U. Crazy Eddie Antar, the actual guy. Lock that guy up in federal prison. He was given too many deals. This is the shopping corridor here. Yeah, there you go, kid. Right over there is King's Plaza. You can't say you didn't see a lot of Brooklyn today. Oh, you saw Crazy Eddie Antar. Wow. You used to drink at your father's bar, at your uncle's bar. Right, your father or your uncle? What did you say there? Your father's bar on Avenue U.
That poor man went to jail trying to give me a good deal. God bless Crazy Eddie Antar. That man sacrificed his life so I could get a stereo for under $200. They don't make them. They don't make shoes like that anymore.
Here's the new King's Plaza. This is where I was originally supposed to start the stream. So that means we have like about another 45-minute walk. Do I wait? Oh no, it's not gonna tell me. I wish we had Waffle Houses here in New York. We don't. We don't have any Waffle Houses here in New York, unfortunately. It is 9 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting to cross, what street is this here? Flatbush Avenue, right? Yeah, Flatbush Avenue. And we're gonna stay on Avenue U. Oh, actually, they want me... Okay, we'll do that. We'll go up East 53rd to Avenue T. Avenue T to Ralph Avenue. Okay, we'll do that.
We'll go by the Basin Deli over there. Fucking guy over there in Mason. He owes me $1, the guy over there at the Basin Deli. Let me see if he's over there.
I'm glad you're enjoying this light of wisdom. Drinking your chai. Enjoy your chai in good health. And we're going to do a little zigzag here. I used to go to the movies here. I think we all used to go to the movies here. Look at this shit. Wow. All of a sudden, this is dangerous. I don't think they were supposed to make a turn across there. Okay, we got 20 seconds on the clock. I'm walking like an old lady.
What is the day without a bagel, huh? What is a day? Give me it all, baby. Give me the sesame, give me the onion, give me it all, baby.
There's a horrible intersection. Okay, they want me to go this way. So we'll go this way. Like I said, I'm gonna let everyone honking their horn. No need to honk the horn. You is more interesting, but I'm going for distance here. I'm going for 2 a.m. You should be sleeping, but I'm loving the area. Okay. Well, if you stay up until the end, Deb, you get to see a beautiful house, so. All right, we're gonna go up East 53rd, also known as Amster Forks Avenue. Amster Forks Avenue. Adam, hopefully one day somebody will hire me to do voiceovers. Hopefully one day somebody will discover me and say, hey, I want to hear Dutch Maz's voice in an elevator. Sleep is overrated, especially when the live streaming is going the way it is tonight. Amsterfort Road. I have a feeling this alignment here goes all the way back to the Dutch or English era. I am going to be doing a stream soon where I show you guys the remnants of the town of Gravesend. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I'll get my wish, hopefully. Yeah, you heard my voice in the elevator yesterday. I almost did my computer voice, John. So if we would have had other humans in there, I would have used this voice. My computerized voice, you know, the information voice. You're now going up to the Highline Park. The doors will open behind you. The bathroom is just to your left-hand side. And before you is the Highline Park, originally called the West Side Improvement. Opened up in 1922 as a freight rail track. Now it's a beautiful park. Now clear the door. The doors are about to open. Welcome to the Highline Park. Something like that. Would have been something like that. Yeah, we're giving a Gravesend tour, Benny Z. Hey, Benny Z, whack the guy over here. Sent me a message on Instagram, Colleen. Okay, awesome. Colleen, did you send me a message about the guy who peed on the live stream on Instagram? Thank you so much, Colleen. Appreciate it. All right, this is Avenue T. Yes, we swing on to Avenue T. And we're going to the Basin Deli. Yeah, imagine the Stunaz got in the elevator with us. Bloody hell. One day I'll be the voice of the Walt Disney monorail. Life goal of mine. I want to be the voice of the monorail. One day I'll be the voice of the monorail. One day. All right. We're like in the middle of the gridded streets here. Is there somebody in this bus? No. What do we have here? The Tide Deli and Grill. Your buddy just used to do the bus announcements. Nice. Really? There's a Waffle House on Hancock Street and the other one on Nostrand. Maybe that's old information. If there's a Waffle House here in Brooklyn, I'm going to it tomorrow. If there is a Waffle House here in Brooklyn, I'm going to it tomorrow. Absolutely. I would love to see a Waffle House here in Brooklyn. Yeah. I think that's the Waffle House you're talking about. Yeah, Waffle House does kick ass. I was in the state of Florida last time I went to a Waffle House. All right, Ralph Avenue. We're swinging on to next. Got to be careful here. The streets are really uneven. Waffle House is disgusting. It's all right. I like Waffle House. Really? Wow, that's pretty cool there, Adam. You see what you did? Okay, here I gotta be careful because it's all just stop signs around here. Interesting little, we have different eras of development in this area here, and there's like, we're like on the borderline of two different development and grid patterns here. There's a slightly more modern grid plan to my right, and then the older grid plan is to my left. Interesting lineup of the streets here and how they roll. Yeah, no, Audrey. The hash browns you can't get from the Waffle House. There you go. You go to the Waffle House for waffles, not hash browns. Ooh, somebody did not pass the admissions standard. That is a gassy smelling car. Ugh. No, not many decorated homes for Halloween out here. No, not too many. None at all, actually. But when we get to the end, when we get to our ultimate destination, you are going to see a Halloween house. And it's quite impressive. Quite impressive. Yeah, you see a lot of development around here. I mean, probably to my left, the development goes back to like the 1930s, 1940s. To my right, that's kind of more modern townhouses, so like 1940s, 1950s, maybe even 1960s. Are there any bad areas? Probably. You're more than welcome, Flo. All right. What street is this? Okay, we're almost to the Mill Basin Deli where the guy owes me $1. And then just beyond that is going to be Ralph Avenue. And that's where we swing on to the left there. And the Mill Basin Deli. That fucking guy owes me $1. It's pastrami. How you talking? And collect my $1 over here. Owes me a fucking $1. I got the bond store here. Okay. And the China Walk. Oh. There it is. Oh, they closed. Oh, man. Freaking guy closed down already. He knew he owed me a fucking $1. Either pay me $1 or give me a pastrami sandwich. Anyway. Yeah, that deli is good. You know, that deli is so good it closes early. Let's be honest, people. The best delis close really early. The best delis close at like 3 in the afternoon. I hope people haven't missed the pumpkin float. When's that coming? That's soon. The flotilla. The pumpkin flotilla is coming up soon. Is it happening tonight? Yeah, the pumpkin flotilla is coming up soon. Yeah, one of the few kosher delis left. That's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's good. Yeah, Mill Basin's a pretty okay area. Oh, here it is. Here's Ralph Avenue. We made it to Ralph Avenue. This is where we hang the left onto Ralph Avenue. Hitting up all the old school street names today. That's for sure. It's like the home stretch now. It's like the home stretch. We passed the mall. We did all that stuff. Now we just stay on Ralph Avenue here. Our projected arrival time is 9:32 Eastern Time. So far overall on the walk, we shaved off about 10 minutes off the original arrival time. I like the quiet, me too. Yeah, this is a quiet ass neighborhood. Avenue O, Avenue O. Oh, went around the Avenue O. They used to play great card games down there in Avenue O. Let me tell you something. I should cross over. I know I should cross over on Ralph. And I will, eventually. I know I should be on the eastern side of the street. When am I going to walk through a scary cemetery? Soon, not at night, but soon. We'll go through Greenwood Cemetery one of these days. I'll show you all the cool stuff in Greenwood. There's a cemetery in South Beach, Staten Island, where all the turkeys are. I kind of want to walk through there one of these days on a live stream. Yeah, Gravesend Cemetery, yeah. That's true. That's not that far from here. Good to see you, Dolores. Welcome. Boober! Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. A couple of decorations there. Oh yeah, here's the stores. Oh, we're getting close. I try to show you guys all the cool stuff. I try. Some of these little rights of way here, some of these little alleyway streets here are so cool. Some of your father's side of the family is over there at Evergreen Cemetery. Wow, pretty cool. Somebody just left a bike right there. That's how you know this neighborhood's safe. Somebody just left a bike right out in front. Yeah, Brooklyn Diner's coming up on the corner. Here's the old Brooklyn Diner here on Avenue N. Nice and empty in there right now. My kind of diner. My favorite diner is an empty diner. I can just go in there and sit and eat in peace. Nobody bother me. Great uncle used to live here. Wow. Civil War era. Wow. Really getting the steps in today. If you're just joining us, we're 2 hours and 48 minutes into an odyssey across Brooklyn. And we are almost to this house. We're about 15 minutes away from the Brooklyn's home for the holidays. If you have never seen this house before, it is quite impressive. At least, I think today, Felix, thinking about the timing and how long everything is taking us so far today, we're probably doing around 13,000 steps. Yeah, it's been that long already. Time flies when you're having fun. Saw Brennan and Ka. We saw King's Plaza. Yeah, it's like 3-4 more blocks up, but the blocks are, we're walking like avenues, so like the blocks are like long over here. But it's like 3-4 blocks. Basically, at this point, just pacing myself out to get to the end here. Yeah, we've been stepping. That's why hitting that like button is so important. Did we hit at least 200 likes at this point, right? 205. Okay, not bad. Let's try to get to maybe 250 before the stream ends.
Uh-oh, somebody released the air from the brake. You heard that? Oh boy. The compressor went on the bus. I told them meet me on the B47. Down there by Ralph Avenue Way.
As we all know, Ralph Avenue, named after Ralph Cramden. Uh-oh, somebody's speeding. Hey. Named after the Honeymooners character. They said, we should name an avenue after him. We will dub the street Ralph Avenue. Probably not. But you never, one could dream. One could dream. One could dream.
Dexy.
Then it will be Ralphie 3rd Avenue. That's right. Ralphie 3rd Avenue. A great show tonight. It's like a marathon tonight. We're doing a marathon walk. Made you order? Enjoy the meatball sub, Jack. That sounds good. Enjoy the meatball sub. You heard all the scary voices there. Yeah, there's people hanging around their front yards as we pass them by. In the dark. In the dark, as they are. Go for a meatball sub tonight. I gotta get dinner after the stream. And a meatball sub sounds divine. Okay, this is the shopping area right here. Okay, I think this is like the last big shopping area we're gonna pass before we gotta hang the right. Avenue L. And I think here we'll cross over. Good to see you, John C. Welcome. Yeah, lots of various fences. Yeah, it's very beautiful indeed. Oh yeah, we're right here. Okay. Yep, Avenue L. We cross over. Yeah, we're in Georgetown now. This is the neighborhood of Georgetown, Georgetown Shopping Mall. That is correct. And now we cross over Ralph Avenue, making sure nobody fucking goes 300 miles an hour through the intersection here. All right. Yeah, there's a Georgetown in Brooklyn. Epic stream indeed. Yeah, considering where we started. Considering where I started before we even started the stream. I walked from Seagate to here. How crazy is that? You can't say you didn't see a big chunk of New York City today on the live stream. The malls, I mean, it's okay. I mean, there's a foodway here. There's an Oshkosh Bagosh. Wow, I got an Oshkosh Bagosh here. I got a foodway, a Verizon, a Five Guys, a Five Below. This is probably a big deal when they first built it in the 1960s. Right, the 60s or the 50s they probably built this little strip mall. There's a hook and reel here. Okay. Actually, across the street is where I usually pick up the cab. So yeah, we're almost there. What is the here's the IHOP, that's right. The IHOP's coming up. Yeah, it is. It's far, but it looks cool on a map. It looks cool on a map. To the moon, Alice. That's right. To the moon. See, IHOP even open, have like construction fencing all around it. A nice empty IHOP. I wouldn't mind that. Oh yeah, they're open. They're open. And here's Avenue K. Yeah, just around the corner. Yep, there it is. All right, people, we've made it. We have made it. Brooklyn's home for the holidays is a crazy display that is constantly changing. The kid who puts together this collection, he does this year-round for all of the holidays. So all of the holidays are celebrated here. Independence Day, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. That is cool. Yeah, totally worth the trip. This is the big buildup. The neighbors don't mind. Yeah, he does this for donations. I'm going to show you his Instagram and his Facebook page. With the moon right there. How cool is that? Wow, I got a whole alien section here. So Brooklyn's home for the holidays. He takes donation. But give him, he does for all your decoration needs. Give him a follow on Instagram and Facebook. Home for the holidays displays. I don't know if you guys can scan that QR code, but wow, the whole corner. Oh, this is cool. Look at the sign here. They got everything here. See, look, Brooklyn's right in the middle of everything. We get to Mummy's Tomb, Pirate Cove, Area 51, the Skelly Crew, the Witch Hislaya, the Pumpkin Patch, the Wolf's Den, and the Spider Webs. Thank you so much there, Neil, with the link. That's cool. Yeah, let's go to Area 51, right? Right, John? Let's go. That'll be fun. Yeah, Pirate Cove is pretty cool. Got the smoke coming out. Look at this.
Introducing Instagram teen accounts. A new way to keep your teens safer as they grow. Like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
Alright, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram teen accounts. Automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
Introducing Instagram teen accounts. A new way to keep your teen safer as they grow. Like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
Alright, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram teen accounts. Automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Good to see you, William. We're here in the Brooklyn's home for the holidays. Here in the middle of Mill Basin. Or Georgetown, really. That's what it's called, Georgetown, Brooklyn.
Plus, Amanda appliances fit most standard kitchen layouts.
Incredible display here.
More time to get the job done right. Shop in-store or online today. Because Lowe's knows Lowe's.
There's so much to see. Oh, there's a Minion. To the house of the holidays. And Felix the Master with a $2 super chat. Felix the Master. Thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $2 super chat. Thank you so much for sponsoring our little walk, our little journey down here to the Brooklyn's home for the holidays. Swanky Dog, thank you so much for dropping a $10 PayPal. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream with a very generous $10 PayPal. Much, much, much appreciated. Thank you so much for all your support, everybody. Make sure to follow Brooklyn's home for the holidays over on Instagram and Facebook. But I'm glad I lifted your spirits tonight. 230 likes, I'll take it. 231 likes, I'll take it, guys. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna now get something to eat, rest my feet. We'll be back at it again tomorrow for more exciting adventures here in New York City and beyond. So from Brooklyn's home for the holidays here in Georgetown, Brooklyn, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have a fabulous Brooklyn day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones, share your sweet moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, kids. Bye-bye.